Hey everybody, Dave here, Hidden Off Grid. Welcome back to another video. It's been a few weeks since I've done a video, and I want to do a quick video just to give you an update on what I've been doing over the last several weeks. Got a lot of stuff done, still quite a few things left to get done, but the stress is slowly, can't even talk. The stress is slowly just being lifted off my shoulders a tad bit. So that's good. A lot of the big things have been figured out, and we're on the other side of it. So, all right, number one, the things that I've done the last few weeks or so is I quit my job. Well, I didn't quit my job. I put my notice in. So I put my notice in 3 weeks ago, and I'll probably make a separate video on that at some point, maybe even on the other channel, I don't know. But, so yeah, I did put my notice in 3 weeks ago. In addition, so my last day is April 15th, by the way, for work. So that gives me time to get things done, quit work, get the notice, sent over to Fidelity, get the money out of there, roll things over, get healthcare figured out, get the HSA figured out and all that, because that takes time. The job's got to notify them, and then they got to release the funds and all that. So I have a plan for all that stuff. So that's the reason why the April 15th thing works, even though I'm not really starting the AT until June, but I got to get that stuff done. Plus I got to get out to Maine anyway. The other thing is I've domiciled in a different state. I did that was it this week? Was it last week? I don't remember what day it was. I think it was this week, actually, now that I think about it. It all just goes into one at this point. This whole month is just a blur, but yes, drove up to another state and domiciled, got my car registered there, got the mail service all figured out. The mail's all been moved, like 99% of the mail's all been moved to a mail forwarding service. Car's registered, got a new license and all that. I barely passed the eye test. Matter of fact, I was getting worried. I was starting to see like squiggly lines and stuff going through the letters and stuff. I'm like, what's going on with this thing? Why you got squiggly lines and stuff going through all these letters and stuff? She's like, no, they're not. They're just regular letters and stuff. I'm like, is this thing, simulate seeing far? Because I can see far. The only thing I really can't see is about half a foot, in front of me or so. It starts to get blurry a little bit, and I can see far. I'm like, I can see that sign behind you, and I know I can tell you what it says, blah, blah, blah. But man, I had to do it like 3 times, and she's like, you still missed one, but I think it's good enough. So the next time I got to take the test, I'm going to have to wear some spectacles or something. So I might look like a real proper nerd at that point. A little worried, actually. So anyways, I got my license and all that, drove home, made it a 2-day trip, and it was minus 11 when I was there, and it felt like minus 29 when I was there. So it was quite nipply out. So what do I have left to do still? The car thing's kind of figured out. I got to get the storage for that, but I kind of want to wait another month, save me $250 if I can. Already got the phone ordered as well. So Samsung just released the Ultra 22, S22 Ultra. They're not actually going to be putting a Note out. They kind of merged the Note with the S21, the features on the Note versus the S. So they kind of merged those features together. So you get the stylus and all that. So it's got a remote on it, so you can kind of set the camera remote and all that stuff from the stylus. It's got like 4 cameras on it, and it's got more stability in there. I didn't have any idea. I had no idea how the stability works in those cameras, but apparently the lens moves opposite of the direction that you're moving to kind of, stabilize the image, which is actually kind of interesting. So yeah, that was kind of cool. I actually watched the unveil of the Samsung of the phone, and then ordered one like that day. So February 9th, I actually ordered it. It's still not here. Should have been here yesterday, but There's a storm where it got shipped out of, so it says there's a shipping delay, which kind of sucks just because I really want that thing in my hands just to make sure I got one. And I ordered a black and a 512 meg one. The 1 terabytes were just harder to get, and I think the 512 is fine for me. I'm going to be bringing other discs and stuff with me anyway. Cost me a little less than $1,000 for it, which is pretty good considering. You know, it's like a $1,200 phone, $1,300 phone or something like that. First phone I've ever had to buy, first phone I've had to buy in like 10, 12, 13 years, something like that. So paid the money for it. I'll have this phone for quite a while, and we'll call it even there. But this will be the phone I'll be, you know, recording the videos on for the Appalachian Trail, and then even after the hike and all that. So I'll probably have this phone a good 3 years, is my guess. Could be longer, assuming I don't freaking, you know, it doesn't fall in my pocket or flush down a toilet. Of course, phones are too big these days to flush down the toilets. But I also got a new laptop, and that's sitting right over there. You can't see it, I don't think. And I've already converted and moved everything over. And the reason why I did that is just because I get a discount through work for that. So I figured, why not just get a discount, the one last discount there. In addition, it's been 4 years since I've updated my laptop. This laptop renders quicker, renders much faster, like half the time than I've been rendering on the last laptop. Put a 2 terabyte SSD in it, NVMe in it, and set it up from encryption from the get-go. That way, when I'm traveling overseas or whatnot, if somebody wants to rip off my freaking laptop, you know, so be it, right? Well, I got it actually an external disk as well that's actually encrypted as well, and that'll always have a backup of whatever's on the laptop. So you want to rip my laptop off, go ahead. You know, it's, you know, $1,100 or something like that. It's not a big deal. They're not going to be able to get to my data, so that's the main thing there. That's the reason why I wanted to just swap the laptop out, encrypt the data from the beginning. And I'm using Linux, Fedora 35 is what I put on there. And maybe I'll even consider selling the old laptop. It's in great condition, brand new battery, brand new keyboard in it, 1 terabyte disk in it. So I'll probably just get rid of that, probably get $500 out of it, or maybe a little bit more. And then that'll really reduce the price that it cost me for a new laptop. So that's happening. What's left is get rid of the furniture, continue packing, and continue to plan for the AT as well. I gotta do some reservations and permits and all that stuff, and then kind of still finalize the gear. I've made some kind of last minute changes on the gear, just small minor changes, which I'll update on lighterpack.com. I'm probably just gonna swap out like the rain pants for the skirt. Probably just wear the skirt. What else was I gonna do? I'm probably gonna swap out my sleeping pad too. Just go back to the Neo Air X Lite. It's more proven out in the in this type of wilderness, and the other one I was going to bring, even though it's about 3 or 4 ounces lighter, people said they could leak a lot easier, and I don't want to be dealing with that. So I also got another headlamp as well, so I got 3 now total. But the other one was not very bright. I don't know. I really need to probably kind of hike with both at night. Maybe I'll do it before I leave and then make a final decision, because this one weighs substantially more than the other one, the Petzl. So a lot of things are happening. You know, packed up the other TV. A lot of stuff in here is already done. You know, I still got the furniture, but just moving stuff over to storage. You know, we're still going through winter season here, and still cold, and still well, it's kind of clear now, but snowy this week. And then so I don't want to go over to storage during the snow and all that, but things are moving along, and there's still a lot of stuff to get done at work as well. Even though I'm a lame duck at this point, there's a lot of stuff because I've been supporting this customer for a long time, and this is my baby. I've been supporting this baby and delivered this baby, you know, 7 years ago. And I just, it's hard to let the baby go and turn it over to somebody else, and, you know, so they don't shake the baby or something. But so that's what's been going on. Lots of stuff has been lifted off my shoulders, but still, you know, some stuff left to do, but a lot of the stuff's been figured out. You know, the phone situation's been figured out, the domicile's been figured out, the mail's been figured out. You see, FA's been figured out, the car kind of situation's been kind of figured out. Seem to get the storage. Hopefully they have one when I need to get one, but so anyways, I think we'll end the video here. So hope everybody had a great last few weeks, and we'll see you next video. Thanks for watching.